Okay. Hey guys, it's me again. I'm sorry. So today we're going to be doing something that I was honestly very afraid to do, and that is read through my old writing. Originally we were just gonna read through my diary, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, like, this is more embarrassing. Because, like, when I was writing in my diary when I was, like, 10, I knew, like, hey, this is my diary, like, no one's gonna read this. But this is the stuff I thought was legit. Like, this is the stuff I wanted out there. So today I will be reading it for you all on camera. I keep all of my writing the same place I keep all of my feelings and emotions, buried. I've had this Google Drive account since the 6th grade. My school opened it for me. And ever since then I've just been kind of writing and accumulating these stories. And before I wanted to write movies and plays, I wanted to write books, because I didn't know that, like, writing movies and plays was a job that somebody could actually have. Like, the thought never really occurred to me. My magnum opus, I guess, was this book I wrote with a friend of mine called What is Life? ? The subtitle is The Story, no, not The Story, A Story of a High School Resistance by, this was my pseudonym, Carla Lunar. That's a stripper name. The epigraph says, "To our friends, our inspiration and the voices in our heads." You would think by hearing the title and the epigraph this is going to be a very deep story, but no, it's just a story about a girl who goes to high school. Let's dive in. You could say that I'm not very popular, or pretty, or good at making friends. This is me. "Wake up, Julia," says my Aunt Sarah. I sit up and stare agape at her. Her platinum blonde hair is in an 80s perm, and she's wearing a skin-tight red mini dress and a green apron on her plump, curvy body. This is a lot of description for your aunt. This is just, it's a little much. Is she a stripper? I don't want to read all of it because the thing is like 45 pages. Wow, I wrote 45 pages. That's not bad. Julia is this main character, and she is starting this new school because something really, really bad happened before, and now she's like starting anew with her aunt and uncle. And I guess on like the first day she came here, she ran into this guy named Liam, who she like literally bumped into and knocked them both on the ground. Now, since this was a book I wrote when I was 12, he decides to like take her on a tour of Seattle, and literally all they do is see the Space Needle because I was 12 and that's what I thought people did in Seattle, because that was all I did in Seattle. She comes to school, and because she's hot, like this girl named Chelsea, who's like the Regina George of the school, spots her and is like, hey, come join our clique, and then she makes her like change her name and change the way that she looks. Social commentary. I don't even think it was social commentary. I was fucking 11 when I wrote this, so. Oh, and also Chelsea has a band that she really doesn't want Julia to join, but I guess she's going to anyway. But I knew that backup singers weren't supposed to shine. I was supposed to make Chelsea look good. I was happy to be with the popular girls. I wondered how they became popular. I actually asked them this. That's easy, said Ashley. I know Bordeaux. And I know Chelsea, said Bordeaux. And I rule the school, said Chelsea hauntingly. Sorry, I need to do it hauntingly. I rule the school. Oh. It was kind of selfish. It was actually really selfish, but I wasn't about to tell her that. I wondered if Liam knew about the band. I wondered if he wanted to see it. I missed him so much that I pictured that he was right in front of me. I must really miss him because I pictured that he was sitting down with us. I left my daydream and expected Liam to fade away, but he didn't. He was here. He was actually here. He said something to Chelsea that I didn't hear because my heart was beating so loud. No, Bordeaux snapped. Come on, Chelsea, pleaded Liam. No, said Chelsea. All right, said Liam, and then he looked right at me and put his hand on my shoulder. I think that's what I thought sex was in the 6th grade. That's a really, like, cryptic way to put it. He just, like, places her hand on her shoulder, just, do you want to meet at Starbucks? I would not. My heart skipped a beat. Sure, I said. Which one? At this, Liam smiled. The first one, he said. The original. Oh, he's a Starbucks hipster. Got it. Yeah, I forgot that this takes place in Seattle, so of course I have to mention Starbucks every 5 fucking minutes. I walked into the old, crowded coffee shop nervous, but a little excited also. I saw Liam sitting at a small table for 2. For 2! Hi, he said. You know, I never got your name. What? Well, come on, he said, and he led me over to his small table. We sat there a while, just looking at each other. I could have sat there forever, just looking at him. But Liam breaks the silence by saying, you know, I really like you. Wow. The romantic stylings of a young Charlielunardi. I guess, Liam's not popular, and something happened with him and Regina George, so, like, they can't date because it's a big deal. Interesting fact about me. Great way to start a paragraph. I have the annoying ability to dream what has already happened in my life. Okay. Tonight, I dreamt about my date with Liam. He was holding me close and closer until Chelsea screamed, "What are you doing?" I'm with Chelsea on this one. What are you doing? I think that's just what I thought, like, dating was like. I mean, instead of just making out with someone in the backseat of their car for like a half hour, instead you like went out to coffee and then they just held each other. I turned around to see Chelsea, only Chelsea, with a pissed off look on her face. Liam let me go and I started to explain why I was being embraced by Liam. Great choice of words. Until she cut me off. "Save it," she snapped. "You cannot date nobodies like Liam. He's the lowest of the low. Come on." I'm pretty sure Chelsea is like helping to invent a school shooter. I like how it's a story about high school, but like I created this really like Machiavellian political corruption-esque story. Okay, so basically Chelsea is saying that she's gonna like kick somebody out of her like friend group, and she's like hinting at Julia like, "I'm gonna kick Ashley out of the friend group because she's a fucking bitch." And then Julia's like, "Man, that really sucks, but you know, I don't want it to be me." They play a few shitty songs and nobody likes their band, and Chelsea says, "Thank you! Now, as you know, I have acquired a new person to the band. She's a backup singer, and that's not really working out for me, so I have to eliminate somebody." She glanced at Ashley, who's fiddling with her guitar. "I'm sorry to say this, but to be fair, I have to get rid of," Ashley held her new breath, "our newest member, Julia Cortez." What a twist! Completely forgot about this. So basically, like, Julia finds a real friend, and her name is Alexandria, which was the name of my best friend in middle school, and she's still like one of my best friends, and that's so cute. And I gave her the name. Oh, that's nice. I enjoyed that. Also, I'm pretty sure Alexandria is the only black person in this novel. You can tell because of the way I write her dialogue. You'll see. Ooh, and now Liam has a confession to make. I had to wait an hour to find an empty bus. When we did, the driver said, "Aren't you kids a little young to be out this late at night?" "We're on a date," said Liam. And then the bus driver said, "Aren't you kids a little young to be fucking?" And Liam sat really close to me. What shocked me that he wasn't sitting close to me because the seats were small. There was plenty of room. We sat so close because we wanted to. He looked at me with his chocolate brown eyes and put his arm around me. This feels like middle school erotica. I didn't realize that I was crying until Liam wiped a tear from my face. "Bitch, why are you crying?" And chapter 5 is called Spotted. I really was predicting memes, wasn't I? So Julia and Liam go out to another Starbucks date, and he asks her to prom, and it's really cute because he like writes it on her Starbucks cup and he's shoot me. Apparently it's revealed that Julia had a twin sister. What a twist. But she died, I guess, and was an emo? Interesting. So they go to the Space Needle again, and then they kissed and kissed and kissed. Like, that's literally what it says. It says we kissed and kissed and kissed. Oh, I love this sentence. "I miss the days when I got to decide my own life and wasn't just a pawn in Chelsea's game, a paycheck to social services, a small speck in the game of life." Wow, I was deep. One day, on our way to school, after I had told Drea about my most previous date, she said, "Girl, you better come take a look at what Chelsea posted on her Facebook page." Are you understanding what I'm saying about her being the only black person I wrote into my novel? Cover your eyes, because Julia Cortez actually has a boyfriend. Don't be jelly, ladies. It's only Liam Freeman, aka the biggest loser in school. Good news, Julia. You aren't the biggest loser. Your boyfriend is. So I guess this isn't like insulting at all. Like, if anything, it's just showing that both of them are getting that ass. So I'm just gonna scroll to like a random page. Oh, and her aunt is pregnant. What a twist. There's so many twists in this. Now they're like gathering up all the people who Regina George has like wronged, and now they're gonna like, I don't know, like get back at her. It's like filler basically for 6th grade porn. All of the story is just filler for him doing very sensual things like kissing her and touching her shoulder. Everything makes sense now. Oh, this is the best part. There's this kid who like joins their quote-unquote resistance named Brandon. And I thought I was gonna be like really cutting edge by making him gay, because like no novel would ever dare to like include a gay character in their story. Like, it's just not done. Literally how he announces it is he says, he whispered, homosexual. What a twist! Hello, 11th grade vocal class, she said. I'm Chelsea Redding, and I want to be your prom queen. Hi, welcome to Watch Mojo, and here are the top 10 reasons why Chelsea Redding should be prom queen. 1. I'm rich. 2. I'm pretty. 3. I'm better than anyone in this room. 4. I can sing. 5. I've met Donald Trump. 6. I've kissed Justin Timberlake. 7. You can't vote for Julia Cortez because she's dating the biggest loser in school. And then Miss Violet interrupts her, thank God. She met Donald Trump? Wow, maybe she's the one who convinced him to fuck up our country. That would explain a lot. Chapter 10 is called What the Fuck is Going On? Of course, I was 11, so I couldn't say fuck. So I just put 4 asterisks in a row. And the first sentence is, Chelsea is officially weakened. This got really, really dark. So now the aunt's water just broke. What a twist. And Alexandria wins prom queen. What a twist. I want to find out why everybody died! When I woke up, I was still in Liam's lap, and he was asleep too. His shirt was halfway opened. I was about to wake him when I noticed something. There was a thin pink line across Liam's chest. I pulled back his shirt to get a closer look. There were several lines on his skin. They weren't lines, they were scars! What was going on? What a twist! So I guess, his parents were really, big celebrities, but they couldn't take care of him, so they sent him to live with his uncle, and his uncle was an alcoholic. Then he just got sent to a foster home. I want to know why everybody died. Oh, here it is. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna read this whole thing. It's gonna be great. It was a Friday morning in June. I was on a bus with my parents, Mika, Olivia, and Tara. We were studying our school. We were with our school on a field trip to this meadow that was home to lots of organisms that we were studying. To get there, we had to drive on this mountain cliff road. Nobody was really worried about it. My parents were chaperones. Mika and I were in one seat, and Tara and Olivia were in the seat next to us. We were talking and laughing. It was a long bus ride, so we were allowed to eat on the bus. Tara got up from her seat and got her lunch. That's when it all went down. A semi-truck was driving in the lane next to us and swerved out of control. The truck slammed into the bus and tilted it toward the edge of the cliff. Tara was walking by the emergency exit when the truck hit us and slammed right into the door. The door jerked open and Tara was about to fall out. I hopped from my seat and ran over to the door. I grabbed Tara and pulled her back before she could fall out. Olivia helped me close the door. What I saw next horrified me. Tara had a huge gash in her neck. Her eyes were glassy and lifeless. I tried shaking her, but she wouldn't move. No fucking shit. Tara, my twin sister, was dead. What a twist! The truck slammed into the bus again? I love that, the truck hit somebody, but then they didn't realize, oh shit, I hit somebody. It was just ooh! The truck hit us a third time, Jesus, but it didn't open. I think the truck was trying to kill them. My friends pulled me away, and we ran away from the door. Our victory didn't last because the bus started to fall over the edge. I did the only thing I could think of. I jumped out of the emergency exit door on the opposite side of the bus. I left it open so that Mika, Olivia, and my parents could jump out too. But it was too late. The truck driver got out of the semi and apologized about how his steering was all screwed up. Your steering was not screwed up. You deliberately killed 20 people. But I wasn't lucky. Not at all, because I was the only one who survived the crash. Man, that was something out of a Fast and Furious finale. That was crazy. So I guess the final twist is that Liam is being sent to live with another foster family in California. So, so she goes and helps him pack and says goodbye and then kisses him, and it's really sweet, and Adele's One and Only plays in her head. That's actually what it says. Oh God, Julia Cortez, murmured Liam, what would I do without you? You'll find out, I said. Ooh, sultry. So basically, she meets his foster parents finally, and they're really shitty, and then she runs out of the house, and then they just move their lips closer. Our lips touched, and he wrapped his arms around my waist. I moved my hands to his neck, and for a second it felt like we had never kissed before. I felt safe in his arms. Reluctantly, I pulled back. I don't know what it was, the way he looked at me, or the fact that I would miss him so much, but I started sobbing. My tears seeped into his shirt, and he wouldn't let me go. Hey, he said, don't be so sad. I'll call you every day. We can't be together. I said, everyone knows that long-distance relationships never work out. The only realistic thing in this novel. Are you breaking up with me? Oh God, no, I said. I'm just telling you that once we leave, we have to break up. Then you are breaking up with him, you dumb bitch. Oh, I get it, he said in an irritated tone. You're saying that you won't be able to resist the temptation of other guys. No, that's exactly what you're saying. You know me better than that. I said, you know what? He said, I'm glad you're breaking up with me. California girls are way cuter than you. God, that flipped really fast. It went from like, I love you, I'll never leave you, to just, fuck you, I can find better pussy down in LA. Can't believe you, I said, you're being a real jerk. What do you care? He said, you're breaking up with me anyway. I am not breaking up with you, I yelled. This is what it's like to have a conversation with any man on Twitter. Then they break up. Jesus, okay. They apologize, but he's leaving tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter. And then they help each other, like, pack up and move. Oh, and then they finally mention the fucking kids that her aunt has. She has 2 twins, and they're very cute, and I guess they're in love. They, like, love them and everything. And Jesus Christ, this shit won't end. I overestimated the final tweest. The tweest is that Aunt Sarah has cancer. What a twist! To be continued in It's No Joke. Oh fuck, I forgot I wrote a sequel for this shit. If you guys like this video, let me know, and then I'll read the sequel next. This is gonna be great. Oh, and I wrote acknowledgements. Ah, shit. It says, I'd like to thank Ainsley for co-writing this book. Thank you to Mr. Hodge for teaching me that a notebook was my best friend. Mr. Hodge is my 4th grade teacher, and if he's watching this, which I really doubt he is, and I hope that he's not, you know, amen. It was hard finding a perfect theme. Most high school-based stories are written for 9-year-old brats and written by 12-year-old idiots. We decided that we would make it a book for teens, but anyone could sit down with this book and understand the pain and complications of Julia Cortez. Whew. Okay, Julia Cortez has literally no fucking problems. She has friends, yeah, her entire family and everyone she loved died, but she got over it pretty fucking quickly. She lives in a nice house with 2 loving, like, parental units. Now she has 2, like, little cousins who she can take care of. Her boyfriend still loves her even though she's moving away. She's literally the most popular person in school. She has an entire clique of people who rely on her. She has no pain and complications. I got really angry about that. I wanted to, like, write this book to, like, I don't know, stand up against bullying. When I grew up, I realized that there are bigger things to worry about than bullying, like famine, the fact that our country's in shambles, crippling depression, you know, kid stuff. Now find your inner Julia Cortez. Stand up, be heard, make sure that nobody ever silences you ever. This book is a piece of shit, and I regret making this video, but I'm gonna post it anyway because I haven't posted in like a month. So you know what, if you guys want me to read the sequel, then let me know, because I'll do it because I'll do it, man. I'll do it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be funnier than this. So that was the novel that I wrote in 6th grade with my friend, and it was just as bad as I thought it would be. It completely fulfilled my expectations for it. So thank you guys for listening, and if you like what you see, subscribe. I'm still working on the new short film. It should be coming out hopefully sometime this summer. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and see you later. Find your inner Julia.